Hello, let's catch some more monsters at the Pioneer difficulty. No changes, second boss to keep the rotation going. Let's see, any interesting pick. None of these starters are suited for the boss. Glowtongue could let me catch potentially problematic enemies with the ambusher talent, and so can Shellcut. Shellcut is more generally useful since you can always slow down a problematic enemy and allowing me to act first. On the other hand, evolved Glowtongue does give me access to a multi-hitting move. But this boss is easy enough that I could probably manage without one if I never find any later. So let's go with the safer choice. I might end up regretting it. Let's see. Two best picks as my secondary monsters. Xrododo is just very well started after buffs. Can hit for up to 4 damage, which is a lot in the early game. Can often act first if you leave one slot empty, which often comes into play in the early game. Sometimes even in late, but not that often. Ants are great self-sustaining monsters, but they tend to struggle against anything that deals more than 2 damage, unless I can fed them with events like the Feast or the Strange Mushroom. Then their safety health ranges increases. On the other hand, the evolved ant is decent, not perfect, but decent option against this boss. 2 evolved trunk punches can put the boss to sleep and interrupt his attack pattern. Guess I will go with this one. Oh, haven't seen this monster yet. It doesn't seem very useful. Ability duplicator. I could grab blood grab. Extra speed might come in handy against other monsters with the same speed. Glowmark. Pheromones. I think the correct option here is to take the Abyss Lotus. They also want to expand my Bestiary. I can only catch one of those. I might be not in a good enough position to be able to catch this one without turning the rest of the run into serious pain. It would be like carrying one useless monster for the entire run, making all my future options worse. I have nothing good to duplicate. I guess I could give Flock Attack to Shellcut. This can only do so much. This toxic kiting could work if I stockpile some armor. It could maybe even work against the boss. One of his minions, the one that's heavily protected. Though this is probably not something I would spend my syringe on unless unless I get a free syringe like here, or if I had the Quetzy starter, which I don't have at the moment. Oh, this is tough. Extra health on the Lotus is also nice. If I find any multi-hits later, this Glowmark would be very useful at killing stuff faster. And I would get both foods back after spending berry and meat here. Extracting Leech Bite would also be nice for preserving health on my monsters. That is a tough one. I think I need to skip this guy and focus on other monsters I do not have yet. Some that will be more useful than this. This is just plain 4/4 body that hits for 2, and with the talent I probably won't be able to trigger. And even if I can trigger it, the returns I get from this extra health restored will be almost never useful. This one point to consider is that catching this mono does cost me a fair bit of health. I would have to let him hit me twice for 3 damage. Or I can only let him hit me once and kill him instead. It's probably a better idea. Yeah, let's go with that. Gateway here. Flock attack here. Next turn I'm draw. Oh, I'm getting a free turn. I could catch him after all. Do I catch him? I can catch him next turn, or I can kill him next turn. This will be back to full. I can hit it again for 2 damage. Guess I will need to use next fight to heal my guys. Oh, okay. I need to play this. Turn I'm playing my shortcut. faster than it. Here I can hit for 2. Took a lot more damage than I would have preferred. 2 random items, usually the best option. These are pretty decent. Oh, sleeping spores could help me deal with the boss. Could interrupt him similar to the ant. Another new monster, and one that doesn't show any promise either. Poor base stats, plain attack. And here are the healing herbs. In my food situation I have one of every kind. Could get anything here. Here I could heal my monsters. When I catch this I don't get berry back. Am I fine with not getting berry back? Probably not. Here I might get hit for 5. I guess I can catch this wolf out. Thunder Dog tends to be pretty good against bosses since they have a very high danger level. Would go well if I find any multi-hitting attacks. Yes, so I guess I'm just catching this wolf. Guess I will have to find a different run where I would be able to catch these low-level bad monsters that put too much burden on the rest of the run, trying to carry them all the way through to get the diamond star and the fun fact added to the Bestiary. Yeah, let's go with this. I can take down this Oviparys before he can do anything, which is perfect. I want to slow down Dodo. No, I want to slow down this Yarden. Let's see. Wolfa comes in. The old Dodo, which had 4 and 3 stats, would be tied with Oviparys and would take now unnecessary damage, while this buffed Xerododo can easily one-shot enemies at 3 or even 4 health if there are all 3 lanes available. Oh, I'm getting a freebie. Oh, guess I should kill him now. Can use gateway to create space for my next monster. catching with Wufa. I can finish him next turn. Now I can heal my guys a little. Too bad there are only 2 lanes available for the first 2 fights, which limits the usefulness of the healing move I have on my Abyss Lotus. I'm about to get a little bit of heal from this leftovers event anyway. Maybe my Lotus will be forced to tank a 4 damage attack, in which case being at 5 health might matter. What else? Could get another Dodo back to full. I guess I will do that. Any interesting creatures here? Oh! Devil's Advocate again, and it somewhat works against this boss. It mostly makes it easier to tank most of their attacks other than the time paradox, which kills your monster no matter what. Could get something useful from the food bait event, probably a 2-star monster at this point. Charm would be useful for catching monsters either at higher health or using wrong food. This guy could tank a little, so he's a 3-star creature with 6 and 3 stats. Gets a free armor every turn, hits for 4. Can increase his speed, which probably won't matter. Oh. This monster has 4 and 7 stats, extra speed as a mutation, so 4-6 base. His attacks don't deal much damage, but with this much speed he could often go first and armor himself up twice with this. The Phantom Matter would make at least one fight of my choice a freebie before the boss. Huh. This strategic shield could be used for tanking. I'll probably have to move it to a different monster like Shellcat if I were to go this route, since his status move can be used endlessly. This treachery can also be used endlessly, but it would make my other team members on the board weaker to incoming attacks. How's my food situation? Can only catch one berry monster here. I could see myself carrying this new monster to the end. He could probably tank a bit. I'm getting a berry back. Food bait would probably have to be fish related. I will have three fishes. I probably should catch this one due to having too many fishes, and this monster is mutated enough to a point to offer me some value. He can tank a little, he can soften up enemies with the venom spray. Here I would get access to a sleeping move, but it's a slow sleeping move. the boss would be allowed to act first unless I were to slow down the boss first with the staying talent. Maybe this is an interesting way to go for. But I wouldn't get my berry back. If there would be some interesting berry monster next, I wouldn't be able to catch it. Catching him might be slightly annoying. He will have 7 health when the turn ends. See, I mentioned that healing back to 5 might matter, and this is a great example. This Dodo or even this Abyss Lotus and Shellcat, they all would be able to survive this 4 damage incoming attack. If I catch the slasher, I would have easier time to isolate one remaining enemy who cannot deal more damage than 2 and tank him up, and then I could heal back near the end of the fight with Bloom, my damaged monsters. Yeah, that's probably a good enough reason to go for this fight. My Shellcat can technically do something similar, but I will often be forced to play him just to trigger his slowing down enemy talent, followed by retreating him. Whereas this monster would have more value to stay on the board. The Venom Spray mostly matters on the first turn. When this monster is played, I mean, and not much after. Oh, what a bulky looking guy. So, what do I want to do? Since I am not catching him... Oh, I know what I can do. Yeah, this works perfectly, and it's yet another great showcase why Xerododos are very good right now, ever since they got their stats buffed. See, this flock attack, thanks to the pheromones, will hit for 5. His 5 health lets him survive this 4 damage attack. This enemy will be left at 1 health when this turn ends, and we will be able to catch him. Since this Beetle is slowed down, even though he has the same speed as my Xerododo will still go first. Well, effectively killing him on the spot. I can Bloom straight away. Maybe a freebie? No, not a freebie, so I'm catching him immediately. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? This Xerododo will survive and kill this fox. I need to retreat this one because he's poisoned. I could do this at the end of the turn. Do I want my Lotus damaged by the slasher? Probably not. like an empty room to finish this ghost fox. I'd like to get this wolf Woofa down to 1 health if possible to enable me to trigger his adrenaline rush attack. But both of these monsters won't let me do that, since we hit for even numbers. Maybe something like... Getaway would let me escape the poison damage at the end of the turn. Oh! I forgot about the Glowmark. Oh, so much for catching this slasher. Oh well. Now I'm getting a freebie. It wouldn't have mattered either way, since I can just finish him off with an empty lane, giving speed priority to my Xerododo. Fish. I don't think there are any interesting level 2 fish creatures that are available in the pool. But this is the only food type I have left, so yeah, nothing too crazy. Maybe going first will have some value, but probably not. Just a temporary meat shield and nothing else. Oh! Not the greatest test against this boss, since as long as the last minion is alive, he will reduce the duration of all the permanent buffs given by items to 1 turn only, when combined with the boss. Oh, a mutated spotted gigapod. Oh. Fortress. Oh my. What do we have here? Fruit of Might with an extra attack. It cannot use unless I could armor him up first. My remaining food, 2 fishes. Can get 3 fruits of might before the boss. Maybe more if I can copy the move somehow. This infected leak could take care of the boss leftmost minion. How I wish I had that slasher now. Could get so many stats and being able to trigger the Noxious Fury attack straight away. carrying me through most of the run. I do have fishes. I could maybe catch this Polaron. Give Blizzard to Nostroptera. Fruits of Might. I have no way to use this former human right now, but if I see Silver Beetle next fight, then I would be able to. He's kind of decent, not amazing against this boss. He could hit the rightmost minion on the first turn for 12 attack easily. I would like to get a sleeping move somewhere, or cave move, so I could have something to counter the time paradox attack of the boss. In the worst case scenario, I would be forced to carry an extra creature beyond my usual 5 and use them as a meat shield to tank that attack that insta-kills the monster opposing the boss. Can I make use of the Self-Devour move? Not right now. What would I be catching here? Those 3? Maybe even those 4? Something to consider is that this Polro might be forced to be killed early, otherwise he can power up this Nostroptera too much and I would have a hard time stopping it. On the other hand, my Xerododos have excellent matchup against this thing. They can run away from the poison. Okay, let's... Oh, he did pick the Blizzard. After all, I guess I will be sacrificing something. Can I kill this Polro in 2 turns? I can with the rock. Maybe I could... See, this is 5 damage. Shellcat could tank 2. Deal with this Polaro in the most efficient way. With the rock it would be very simple, but I might want to keep that rock for other fights. Let's see, I could do something like this. Yeah, this works. I will need to use Wolf-Woofa next turn to finish this Polra, since Wolf-Woofa is the only one who's faster. Unless I draw my Bulkfish. I already used the Ink Stain to be faster than this Nostraptera. Maybe that was an error. Okay. Now I can retreat my shortcut. Oh! I'm getting a freebie here. And another blizzard. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I did throw the fish. Let's see, next turn I will be drawing probably Xerododo. This would be a very good rock. I could even use the rock to catch it. Is this what I want to do? I don't have Kilimaro as my starter. The only synergy of the Blizzard right now is the Opportunist. There it is, like Xerododo. 4 damage coming here. Can I deal 1? Can deal 3. Oh, something that oh no, I need to kill this Polro right now. Great trade, a monster that only had 1 health remaining. Oh, I didn't draw another Dodo. Oh well. I can catch him whenever I want to. This Nostraptera. Here it's 4. Okay, now is a good moment to capture this guy. 4 damage before the pillar pole can do anything. And 3 damage here. I won't be able to heal the poison, which is unfortunate. Not on this Lotus at least. So this heal would only go to this bobfish, which probably won't matter. Next turn I'm either drawing Taurus or Xerododa. I might sacrifice bobfish to this Arctica. Does slowing down does anything? No. Can I redraw my Abyss Lotus? No, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. A little unfortunate, but what can you do? Now I am forced to retreat my Lotus. I am catching this Plant of Might. And I do want to catch this Arctica. Let's see. I could let him poison my Wolf-Woofa. It would hit him for 3 at the end of turn, allowing me to use Adrenaline Rush next fight, which might matter a lot. It's a lot of damage against enemies which have higher danger level. Yeah, this looks solid to me. 4. Is it Silver Beetle? It is Silver Beetle. Oh, and a great tool to farm more Fruits of Might or other limited moves, but still no sleep. Silver Beetle works poorly with Shellcat and Xerododo, since they both rely on their unplaced effects, evolved unplaced effects, but even then they still have pretty decent stats in their evolved forms. And I would be able to make use of my former human. Downside is that my deck is very big right now and I could greatly benefit from cooling it. Second good reason to go for this fight is this Lunar Pronghorn. Can farm more Fruits of Might. Is there an enemy I could stone? Yes, there is this Shroomzard. Getting through these initial 3 will burn some resources. It's probably a good place to use my rock, just to speed up the fight. What can be my worst draws? This Bulbfish won't be much of use in this fight. Wolf-Woofa is slightly 1 speed too low to one-shot this Carcoplete. I mean, it could one-shot it, just that it would be trading blows. so both attacks would connect. Aberration has very limited access to sleeping moves or effects, so that's not a very likely scenario. It is likely to get some multi-hitting attacks, and it's something I am interested into. Former human is, when evolved, it's a 12-12 body for free that hits for 12 as long as he's at full health. One Fruit of Might, and he can one-shot the rightmost boss minion. This deck is too big, but I cannot call it yet. Could maybe move. Maybe I should move Bloom. Yeah, moving Bloom makes sense when I have access to Mist Call and Lunar Call. I could have some very terrible draws, like let's say I draw on my first turn Vertigo, Plant of Might and Abyss Lotus, and even Former Human. If I get too many of these four, it would put me in a very bad spot. How's my food situation? I don't have meat right now. Here I am getting meat. This is a very nice patchy, and I have tools to catch it. I wouldn't get my meat back. The fight looks a lot easier. Only 3 damage coming here, and this patchy is basically doing nothing. These 2 bigger hitters, one has basically 0 threat since he dies to most of my attacks. And only this Carcoplit is in the back line, so I don't have to worry about him anytime soon. Here the weaker monsters are in the back line. Well, Lunar Pronghorn is not weaker, it would be actually extremely annoying if he was in the first 3. In the best case scenario, he would select Lunar Call or Body Slam, but if he were to select Mist Call, that would be terrible, buffing other enemies to get them out of my range. I might not be able to kill them in 2 turns. The main block here is this Carcoplit. Normally I would be able to play my Shellcat and slow him down, but then he would get the protection buff, which would reduce all the incoming damage to 1. He might select the Curare mission, which on one hand wouldn't damage the monster in front of him, but it would make monsters in front of the other 2 act first unless I had Shellcat in my hand. Or was willing to leave an empty slot. Tough choice. Much easier fight. Possibly better reward. Worse food. Slightly worse reward given this situation I am in. Since I don't have any multi-hitting attacks or sleeping moves. Toxic Fart can be a little problematic if he selects this attack too many times. It would make stalling this monster difficult. Underdog could be moved to former human, but for that to work I would need to give him another attack. And right now I don't have any good attack for him. I could find some on this aberration. Like almost any multi-hitting attack, unless it's on one use only, would put me in a very good position. He would have been an excellent underdog carrier, although 5 speed is not the greatest against this boss, since the boss and all his minions also has 5 speed. Oh, tough. There's some potential to get blown out here. I don't have the Emberfly items then that would let me reduce the chance of drawing poorly. Let's see if I have Shellcat and Nostroptera in the first hand. I can one-shot this Tauros. The rock makes killing Karkoplid much easier. Any 3 damage attack would do. If I take this fight, I might want to move this Fruit of Might just to make this deck more flexible, but this is probably something I would prefer to do after this fight. Like I could move the fruit here, maybe the bloom here as well. A fusion between this Abyssal Lotus and Lunar Pronghorn would be nice. A nice little package. Ancient One and this, and even evolved Xerododo or Shellcat through Silver Beetle give me a fair bit of bulk for the next fight or two. Silver Beetle usually is terrible for bigger decks. I could move his talent that evolves my monster, but then I am not guaranteed that I will draw the new monster where I would put that talent onto, unless I were to reduce the size of my deck, which at the moment I'm not sure I'm allowed to. Let's see. Any meat monsters I would want to catch next fight or two. Great Shell, probably not. Would like to catch a Cavemon, something that can put to sleep. So berries, fish, berry. This doesn't put to sleep, but it's flexible enough that it wouldn't matter. Silent One is also game winning. With his multi-attack and 2 bodies, Masked Howler would probably be very good, especially if I get either Predation or the World to block the boss talent. These probably don't matter. So I don't really need meat that much. Much easier fight. Let me streamline the deck. To make this former human useful, I would need to extract underdog and at least one more move, probably from the aberration or from the next fight, or even the fight right after, which is speculative, but the high rolls would be very strong. Lunar Pronghorn makes my fruits better and other limited moves. Probably either one wins the run, just which option is less risky. This one is very weak to bad draw orders, both in this fight and the fights right after. Like, you could be stuck with the Silver Beetle and all the worst monsters in your hand. Oh well, let's see if I will regret this. Okay, I got... does this work? Not ideal draw. Probably should have cut this mono. Let's see. Could weaken this Carcoplete. Yeah, this was probably not the fight I was supposed to take. Now that I think more about it. Can deal with you. Let's see. Maybe if my monsters, if even one of those Xerododos was at 5 health, it would make a big difference. Wolfufa can one-shot this Grimjaw. Probably this guy too, unless I give him too many turns. Let's see. I might be forced to use one of the fish. I don't need fish. I only need to keep one fish with me. So I could heal this Xerododo. Hit this guy. buy myself more time by playing this Xerododo only. See what I draw next. If I heal, let's see, I have 3 good draws and 3 bad draws. I probably should have caught Mono before this. Remove him from the deck. I just picked the other fight, which was much easier. Punished for greed. Rock will have to be used. Next turn I can... Let's see what's gonna happen next turn. Oh, I drew a tank, if you can call it as such. That's okay. He will be quite useless if I don't heal him back. Too ambitious. One empty slot. I can heal him. Next fight. Probably should sacrifice the Lotus. I might need Lotus. What if I catch this card complete? What does that do for me? Fish. Can use one fish. Yeah, this is... probably the best what I can do right now. Oh, that's funny. Oh my. Okay, so everything will be poisoned. I can heal him back to 6. He will hit for 4. He will be hit for 5. Next turn I can run away with get away. He will have 4 health remaining. I don't know where I want my shellcat placed yet. Oh, never mind. I forgot that the toxic rush is not active yet. I almost... I was scared for a moment. Okay. Yeah, now the run is safe. Excellent. Getting scared for a second. Okay, so Wolf finishes Grimjaw. I can slow down one guy. Maybe I slow down Lunar Pronghorn. Okay, nothing is poisoned. It's very easy to forget, and this type of attack would hit all for 2, which would have been a total disaster. Guess I can slow him down. I'm faster than the opposing Rhinotaurus. Wolfufa is faster than Grimjaw. Next turn my Rhinotaurus will be faster than Shroomzard, thanks to those sticky spores. Okay, I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, I'm getting a freebie. Enemy doing nothing. Oh, I still need to play my Plant of Might. 5 damage, right? 5. Do I hit now or do I hit later? Guess I hit now. 5. Fruit of Might maybe? Okay, this mono is no longer useful. I will speculate that I will find a multi-hitting attack and make this Glowmark useful, which would be nice against the boss. Oh, taking 3. Next turn I will be able to tank with this guy. Excellent. Okay, this could have been a lot worse, but this is totally fine. Berry. Got my Fruit of Might, I can catch Lunar Tronco. Okay, let's see how my draws looks like. Oh, there is the Cave Maw, excellent, that solves the boss. I don't need sleeping moves anymore. And here is a sleeping move and Cave Maw. With more health and it's like... Oh, and more... double hit. Oh. Ooh, I can only catch one. How unfortunate. Could use this Plant of Youth to heal one of my creatures back to full. The size of this deck scares me. There are too many bad draws. Yeah, just... Fruit of Might. Fruit of Might goes to you. I probably should extract this genotoxic, but it would only matter for the former human. It might actually be better to not evolve him and just give him underdog and another attack. Oh, how sad that I am forced to pick between one or the other. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Catching him with wrong foot is not very realistic. I guess I could give it a try, maybe. This is a harder fight. Here it's Cave Maw 2. This Cave Maw will be using Gaping Maw for most of the time because it's his top move. This one will be using his Deadly Bite instead, the same way. I could risk going without the Cave Maw. I will have about, like, I don't know, 50% chance to catch him with wrong foot while he's at low health. Oh, I could catch this cuckoo. If I catch this cuckoo... can use Sleeping Move once. I'll be able to catch Tongue Biter instead of Cave Maw. Will give me enough damage. I have only 2 syringes left. This Glowmark will go to Nostroptera. Can I still use the underdog? I could if I skip evolving former human. This is a multi-hitting attack as well, and one that the boss cannot dispel. It's a little convoluted, since it's delayed until you eventually can cash in on it. So here I would be able to catch Cave Maw and Trench Crawler. I could stall the boss with this Cave Maw. Do I need Shellcut anymore? I might need this for the Nostroptera. I don't need this Xerododo because it's too low on health, so even when evolved he would only be able to hit for 5 damage. Don't have a good way of dealing with this Gaping Mouth right now, which is a concern. Here the Cave Maw is at the very end. Finding a fusion next. Let me save syringes. Maybe the choice could get something interesting. Okay, Xerododo goes down for sure. Probably don't want to speculate on Wolf and oh, I definitely don't need Plant of Might. I don't think I have any syringe left for this underdog. Maybe I keep this Tongue Biter as it is and don't move his talents. Though Nostroptera would work much better with one of those moves. Use Cuckoo as my sleeper, though it's a little slow. Once the rightmost minion goes down, I could give him 1 Fruit of Might and he would have 6 speed and be faster than the boss and sleep him easily. Let's see, I can sleep the boss twice. With Lunar Call I can sleep him 4 times. Yeah, that's less flashy than Cave Maw, but it works better with the food I have now. Catching him might be a little annoying since he will heal back to full unless he heal back at the end of turn unless he selects his Awakened Punch instead. Carcoplit could maybe have a nice matchup against him, blocking some of the damage, or maybe not. Do I need this Abyss Lotus for anything? Moving the heal would be nice, but it's not winning me run by itself. I need to carry these 2 useless monsters. I need to cut this underdog guy. Evolved former human would be able to kill this Cave Maw in 1 hit. I don't have good way of dealing with this Tongue Biter. I only need to hit it once for 4 damage and then catch it. If I can stockpile some armor on this Rhinotaurus, he would be able to do it. A little spooky fight. What else do I cut? I probably have to cut Lotus or my draws will be too bad. I'm already forced to carry too many questionable cards. I probably should cut this shell cut too. Let's see, I could move the ink stain somewhere. Maybe I move Genotoxic to shell cut and never bother evolving it and just have both ink stain and Genotoxic available just to evolve former human, which is not a very good plan. It does let me keep the ink stain, which will probably matter in this fight. Let's see, I can slow down this Nostroptera and one-shot it with my guys. I don't have a good tank. More reasons to pick the previous fight, the one that had Aberration and that beautiful tanky patching. So yeah, in the retrospect, that was definitely a wrong choice that I made. Cutting Silver Beetle reduces my deck size to 7. I can still get some horrible first turn draws. I would no longer be guaranteed to draw Silver Beetle, since I can only remove one of these talents, not both. Let's see, the worst case scenario I could have in my first hand Silver Beetle and those 4 monsters. 4 monsters out of these 5 without my evolved targets. I need former human evolved to let me deal with these two the easiest way possible. Milk. Cave mode let me stall a fight. Maybe. Yeah, not taking that patch was definitely an error. I don't have all the tools needed to make a smooth transition. I have the tools, well, once I catch the Stonebiter and Cuckoo, to beat the boss, but the fight itself is still a little spooky depending on what I draw, and since I'm forced to carry those 2 useless monsters just for the Bestiary. I might be even forced to let one of them die, depending how bad the initial draw is. Let's see, could evolve him, then he would be able to match this Tripognat. He would be decent for capturing this Tongue-Biter with the Fortified Assault attack. I don't have anything to deal with this Cave Mo either. I will be very strong after this fight, but I am weak in this fight in particular, depending on what I draw. Eight monsters is at least 1 too many at this point. How much food I can use for healing? Maybe I can use 1 food. Meat, I can use meat. Shellcat and Nostroptera can be healed with meat. How do I catch this cuckoo? Oh, catching it will be a huge problem. Let's see, I could block his initial attack, so I get hit by 1. I am asleep, so I get hit by 3. Carcoplet is left at 1. Carcoplet easily deals with this Tripognat. If I heal him, he can deal with the Tongue Biter. I only have two monsters that can deal with this Nostroptera. Well, I do, well, the worst case scenario, I do have the Fruit of Might, which can act as an equalizer, like a potion in Slay the Spire. So that would get me out of a sticky situation. Maybe the best option is to actually cut these. I still need some bodies. He can absorb 1 hit. I don't want to have him damaged too much or he will become useless in his evolved form. Oh, this is so awkward. Okay, 1 syringe left. Oof, I drew very well. Oh, that's nice to see. Do I have any other? Oh. Oh, I do have this guy for storing. Okay, so who do I slow down? Oh, this guy too. This guy? Does it matter who do I slow? Restores 1. Hit by 4. Yeah, that... Oh, he will cancel my attack. This cuckoo. Could slow him down. That would make it easier, but then I cannot kill this Nostroptera or Tripognati. This guy can survive Tripognat. Oh, this guy also can survive. If I... Oh, he cannot, I would need to retreat him. Ah, can I let him debuff me? I could let him debuff this guy. Using Foot of Might would solve it all. Wish this Urktiko was one health higher, and I would be able to tank this concussion and this health stealing power talent. Who do I slow down? Maybe I do growl here. Then next turn I have 2. Yeah, I am taking no damage that way. Yep, I think this works. So much effort just to get this big body with one big attack. It's more flashy than good. 3 poison here. This works. Now I can retreat this guy. I could use Growl twice and make this guy useless, damage-wise. Poison will hit for 2, then it will hit for 1. Oh, I can't punch will hit for 2. Did I play Lunar Pronghorn now? Do want this guy killed. Almost there. Could use Mist Call now. He will be left at 2 health at the end of this turn. Next turn I am drawing my Carcoplete. Cave Maw is one shot by my Ancient One. Here I am taking 2 damage. Here I am taking 2. Okay. A bit of heal for Nostroptera. Some armor and... Did I miss anything? No one else is sleeping. Oh, that's perfect. just need to tank it and then I can catch it. So who will tank it? He will hit for 1. He will hit for 1. This will hit for 1, right? For 1. No extra damage from anywhere. Perfect. Nice to see when the enemy is cooperating. Now I just need to hit this tongue biter twice for 2 damage. Another fruit incoming and another mist coil. Maybe this way to not confuse the order, just in case. Another mist coil. Keep growling to keep his strength in the negatives. Healing. Last fruit of might for this fight. I can give him Glowmark now to take advantage of the extra armor which prevents the damage from syringes at this difficulty. Hopefully I won't regret it, depending on what monster shows up next. But he's well primed to take down the boss, so it shouldn't matter either way. Fruit and then catch. Come to me. Maybe fusion? Let's see. Who could act as my... healing is probably safer. Yeah. Maybe I will need full heal on what? Maybe on Lunar Bronco? If there is a 5 attack... Oh, now I could catch Caveman. Excellent. Talk about being overly prepared for the boss. With some work I could trigger this caustic for double damage using poison, but that seems pointless. Oh, Neurochan. Oh, Ancient One would have an excellent match against this Great Shell, being able to one-shot. More Source of Sleep. Oh, the deck is still too big. I don't think I need this Carcoplit anymore. Yeah, I don't need him. So I know what my monsters are, unless I speculate that I would get something interesting from trading monsters, which rarely happens, where you would get exactly what you want. This is more multi-hitting attacks. Glowmark. Well, either option wins the run at this point. Just move double bite. Give it to my Nostroptera. Perfect damage dealer. Well, health is a bit lacking, but it doesn't matter for this boss. Cooling pointless cards. Here you have a good example, or maybe even if this guy was like already evolved, which is very difficult to do without Silver Beetle, but possible, and you wouldn't even need this shellcut. And these two are just carried for the Bestiary, so making me worse prepared for the fight, just to have the Pokédex, the Bestiary done. It would be much less greedy to only carry one of the new monsters rather than several. Unless you have the first responder talent on your key monster, like in my last run, so you would always draw him on the first turn. 7 monsters. Too many for my liking. I can equalize bad draws with fruits. Worst case scenario, I could even sacrifice this shellcut and former human. These two are of no importance. This guy would also die. I do have a Sting Berry to trigger extra damage from Opportunist, even without shellcut. Okay, which fight is easier? This fight is probably harder without evolving the former human. This fight is much harder. Here I can at least put Cave Mode to sleep with my Cuckoo if needed. Nightmare Fuel works on allies and enemies, so we would both leech health from this sleeping Cave Mode. Yeah, I probably don't want to kill this Cave Mode straight away and leave one tentacle alive if possible, just so I can get my Fruits of Might before ending the fight. This fight might be problematic to try similar stalling. Only Neuromephos is really threatening, and only if all the 3 monsters... No, even if they die first, he can still copy my moves and use them against me, which could have some undesired results. What would be my tech for the boss? These 3 would be the most important ones. These 2 will be pretty much useless. I might be forced to cut Pronghorn. So with 6 monsters, no matter who I draw out of these 2, I would be able to kill the rightmost boss minion. We don't have any syringes left. Do I take this Cave Mode? Maybe I would. Something to trade. Oh. Oh. Too many bad monsters. Yeah. How unfortunate. Okay, at least I can tank a bit with one missed call used here. Let's see. Double bite kills this guy. And then there is a tentacle spawned here, which is what I want. Oh, why this guy is so slow? Let's see, a heal. This will just negate this, so I still need to absorb 4 damage here. Our pronghorn can absorb it. And that will let me keep Shellcat in hand in case I draw former human next turn. Oh wait, I am at 7 health when the mist call is used. Then I am reduced to 5 after gaping mouth. Then he will hit me for 4. Fish. If I use fish, he's at 4, he's at 6. The turn order he will be at 6. Do I need to use Fruit of Might here? Seven, 5, 1. Next turn I'm drawing one of these. I'm retreating Lunar Pronghorn. Here I am going to go to 5, then back to 3. This guy is hit for 9. Fall asleep. Next turn I can. Oh, even more than I. So it's Cuckoo. Cuckoo can put this guy to sleep. This kills this guy. Oh, is that too much damage? Might be too much. Here I am putting you to sleep. I am hitting you for 6 and 7. So this dies, this goes to sleep. I want Hallucinogen to land on someone inconsequential. Maybe sprint will matter. Can kill one tentacle. I can kill one. Killing one tentacle is fine. Killing both is not. Now I want cave mode removed. I guess I will finish it with the nightmare fuel. One tentacle is gone. Body slam to not overkill. Is there anyone else sleeping? No. Now I can kill Deep Weeper. Maybe guard will be useful to tank this tentacle. Fruit of Might. Lunar Call. Guard again. Why not? Sprint. Fruit of Might. Now the tentacle dies. Mystery trait. Will I trade anything? Probably not. Guess I can get rid of the pronghorn in case maybe I find something interesting. The best one would probably be Parapenion with Sonar and Flurry. Let's see how many fruits I have. 5. 5 is more than enough. Goodbye, Lunar Pronghorn. Normally I would have kept him in this situation, but I need to carry these two useless monsters. Grimjaw. Not very useful, especially this variant without the unplaced talents. So I can enter this boss fight with 6 monsters and get a consistent result of killing the rightmost boss minion, which is the one that matters most to make this fight trivial. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, so who did I draw? So the former human is last. Double bite. Let's see, now it hit for... might be... I think I'm forced to use 1 fruit, is that right? One fruit, and I'm hitting for... Then the next turn I'm drawing this guy. Double bite. 1 fruit is 8 damage. 14 damage. Yeah, 1 fruit. Stingberry. Now I hit him for 15. Could put him to sleep straight away. Oh god, alright, I got rid of the Lunar Pronghorn, so I can only use sleep 2 times. I am using sleep next turn. Then I would be able to use Nightmare Fuel. He will try to revive. I will interrupt him. I will have... Could put him to sleep now. I think it works better next turn. Then I'm not taking any damage this turn. can retreat one of them. Guess I will put him to sleep now after all. Just makes next turn much easier. Since I cannot retreat both of them, both of the monsters that would be here next turn, only one of them. Oh, this doesn't matter. Awakened punch. I will heal. I guess I can continue poisoning this guy. I can clear the debuff I have. So I will survive his next attack. Normally, maybe I would keep one fruit to make sure that he will be faster than him, but can always slow him down with this. I guess I should have caught the former human after all. Oh well. Not poison. This kills him. Poison will kill this one. This hits for 30 something. I guess I can just put him to sleep to negate damage. Oh, 2 monsters carried. The lack of a good tank was quite an issue, so taking the silver Beetle fight was definitely too ambitious. Even though it gave me better food, this was not a deck that benefited well with the silver Beetle. Even with this 12/12 body, you saw in your own eyes that I didn't really need him at the end, and just one big attack. It's just not, unless it's the Gigaton Pass move on the Sky Whale on another monster that has even more health. Most single attack moves are just too slow to deal with enemies. Most bosses at least. Oh well. Okay, so who did I got Rhinotaurus and Urtico 2 and 3 star. Vertigo will be at the somewhere at the end. What can you do? Leech Venom. I haven't seen it yet. So when poison is inflicted, you heal. Oh, that's definitely something the poison builds were missing a little. Oh, infection is a bad poison move, so that's a trade-off, I guess. You'll probably be better off just extracting this Leech Venom or finding in on another monster with better stats. These two moves are... maybe this biosublimation could let you stockpile some armor, but that seems too ambitious. That's the variant I had. The infected leak is interesting, like you can heal 4 times, more if you can restore this move or copy it. Though this poison might be not as useful, since you might end up killing the enemy too fast before you can use Ori or infecting leaks to heal yourself back to full. 5-1 is not a good... it's a pretty lousy stat line, even if you have access to self-healing. Like, this is a 2-star monster. You have a 1-star... you have a 1-star Psychotina, which can start with... one of the variants can start with stamina and heal in a less convoluted way, so... it's the same stat line, so... it's a 2-star monster in a body of a 1-star, so it's just... that's kind of bad. At least Theopoda, which is a much better monster overall, has 6 health. And those tiny bits of one more health here and there can make a lot of difference, especially when a monster is supposed to tank. And this monster, even if it can tank like a 4 damage attack, he will have trouble healing himself back to full, so that seems like it missed the mark a little. Leech Venom just gives you more ways to heal, so it's not totally useless, but probably a low priority target. And here we got this Taurus guy. Okay, what you can do? Avenger. I guess you could set it up, like throw away a creature that will die and gain speed. Maybe you will kill that creature yourself with syringes, blood, or even rock. That could be useful against the 5th boss if you had no other sources of the Swift buff. And that would let you act before the boss Lightbringer, as long as your monster has 7 speed or higher. Barricade, okay, that's decent block. Smash, passable 4 damage attack on a 3-star monster. Sprint doesn't seem very useful, even if you were to have like one of the talents that turns speed into strength. That still seems ambitious. A Swift Punch could be useful to finish off those problematic faster enemies like in this run we just had. Oh, Chaos, yes. Oh, he can only have one of these. That's kind of sketchy. Colossus is nice, but probably not something you would extract unless you had nothing else to do, or are at the infinite syringe event and have enough heal to afford extracting those type of talents, which are they are nice. They do contribute into the fight. If you can sometimes let you stall. Just by itself, it won't win. Just make something you already have a bit better. And those type of talents are usually have lower priority for extraction. Avenger. Oh, this variant has no talents at all. But he has two of these moves we just discussed. I don't know, for a 3-star monster, 6 health is okay, maybe even good. And 3 speed, even if you can buff him, that's just... you're basically begging for the enemy to do nothing on his first turn, letting you set up, and then you can start doing basic things. So unless this monster comes with some random mutation, maybe extra health, better moves, better talents, this is probably never worth catching. Unless you are doing Bestiary like I did here. Oh well. See you again tomorrow.